Hey there, Ryan Lilly with Old Town coming at you from the Old Town studio. Today I wanted to cover some frequently asked questions that we have around pedal and motor maintenance. I'm going to go over 3 basic rules with you that I think everyone should abide by if you want to extend the life of your drives. So rule number 1 is make sure that you rinse your drives after use, especially if you're fishing in brackish or saltwater conditions. It's no different than rinsing your reels after you're done fishing on the saltwater. It keeps any corrosion from happening, gets all the sand and grit out of your drives just to make sure that the performance stays top-notch for years to come. Rule number 2 is make sure that you get behind your prop and clear it of any debris after every use. That will improve the performance of your pedal or motor drive, but it will also keep your prop pin from deteriorating and corroding sooner than it should. Also, clearing your prop of vegetation will keep you from spreading invasive aquatic plants from one body of the water to the next. And rule number 3 is actually a hack that I learned from our pro staff that I love and I think everybody should adopt. If you have a pedal or motorized boat, I would take that branded tackle box that came with your Old Town Sportsman boat and build out an on-water repair kit. Now that repair kit should include parts and pieces that are specific for your pedal or motor that you're running in your boat. In my kit here, this is built out for my motorized boats. So I've got a replacement MK2 prop, got some prop pins, an extra prop nut, star washer, and I even have an extra kill switch key there just in case I lose mine on the water. For demonstration purposes, I grabbed 3 drives from 3 of my boats. I've got a pedal drive and 2 motors. I'm going to show you first and foremost how to take the prop off of a pedal drive. You're going to need an adjustable wrench. So again, in your toolkit on the pedal drive, it actually has a nut that you're going to need a wrench in order to get that prop off. So I would pack a wrench in your repair kit. I've already loosened this to hand tight, so you're going to want to loosen this with your wrench, and then be careful to not drop your nut or your washer in the water. So if you can get to shore, that's even better. So take that prop right off, and you'll see that my prop pin is actually showing signs of corrosion. Now I do fish in a lot of saltwater conditions here in Maine, so I need to check this regularly. This is only after probably a month of use, and it is a consumable part, so make sure you pick up a few extra prop pins and check this regularly. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to swap out a prop pin. I'll take my kit here, I'll hit that with a little anti-corrosion material on the prop shaft. Now the back of the props are indexed to line up with that prop pin, so when you put this prop back on, I'll make sure to line that up. And then you're ready to go. Let's move on over to the 106 powered by Minn Kota motor. Now, the same rules apply with this, but you're going to notice that the prop nut is actually a wing nut design intended to be a hand tightened deal. Now, if this is too tight to loosen, if the corrosion has happened behind that, I can use that kill switch key designed to be a prop wrench. Gives you a little extra leverage in order to get that tight prop nut off. Now again, you're going to want to make sure to get to shore or somewhere where if you drop this, you're not dropping it in the water. So carefully take the prop off. You'll notice on this that there's some corrosion that's happening on that star washer. That's another piece that I carry extras of, so we'll replace that as well. But look at that corrosion that's starting on that prop pin. Now if that gets a little rusty, you might have to encourage it to come out, just a little love tap. You can see the corrosion, it's a little bit bent too, so I must have hit something, and again, that's why you want to check that regularly. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the prop pin. I'll hit that with a little anti-corrosion material on the prop shaft. I'm going to replace that prop pin and the star washer that was showing a little bit of corrosion. Now if you need to buy a replacement prop for the motorized models, the MK2 or the MK6 is compatible. This is an MK2, and since it's pretty well dinged up, I'm going to now make this my backup prop, and I'm going to replace the prop with a brand new MK2 prop like that. I'm going to put a new star washer in there, and I'm going to tighten it a little past hand tight. There you go, you're ready to roll. So the last example I want to show you is the AutoPilot motor. You'll notice that the lower part of the AutoPilot motor is very similar to the lower of the 106 powered by Minn Kota, so the same rules apply here. Going to loosen the prop nut with my hand. Again, if it's too tight, you can use your kill switch key in order to loosen that. Be careful not to drop this in the water. Carefully slide that off the prop shaft. And yeah, it looks like some corrosion is starting to kick in on this prop pin, so I'm going to follow the same steps that I followed on the 106 powered by Minn Kota motor to replace that prop pin. So again, you can see why it is important to regularly rinse and check behind your prop after use. Now, for more maintenance tips or to order the parts that you see here in this video, visit oldtowncanoe.com.